ready?
Yeah, turn up the heat.
Are you ready?
Is he ready?
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
It's go time.
Ready to go beyond the scores and stats.
I love it.
Good.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Welcome to High on Sports.
The whole deal is like some kind of crazy game.
Exclusively on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hello and welcome to High on Sports. I'm Ralph, and with me, as always,
Ashley.
And I am Von Erich.
and whether you're listening to us on one of the many glorious apps or at home on your computer, thank you for making High on Sports a part of your evening. Email your questions or comments to shows with an S at MorningShowCentral.com, and we will read them live on the air. Call the show toll-free 1-888-668-0742. Tweet your questions to @high_on_sports. If you're tweeting about us or something we're talking about, use the hashtag High on Sports and get to the chat room and ask for a password. You do not need to put one. Just put a name, hit enter. You're immediately logged in talking to, soon to be myself, Ashley, Von Erich, and whoever else may be in there tonight. And if you want to get a hold of us directly during the show, remember to tweet at me with the Twitter handle. Is that what they call it now? A handle?
I think so.
Like it's a ham radio? Tweet at me with your ham radios to @eRalphieW and @Von Erich and, Facebook her. I guess that's it. You can get a hold of Ashley on MySpace.
Does she use
Yep.
Facebook?
MySpace.com/Ashley. Is that true?
I don't know. I haven't been on MySpace in.
All right. Well, you can get a hold of
Years.
her. You can get a hold of Ashley via a handwritten letter.
Yep.
And that's about it.
That's pretty much.
Send it to her address,
'Cause-
which is...
1419 East 40th,
Oh, okay.
44103.
There you go.
There you go. There's her address. Go ahead and send all
Mail
your
me a
letters.
letter.
Fan mail, stuff like that. Love letters, whatever you want to send
Never
her.
float your boat, man. I'm
Go
good.
ahead. Go for it.
I will laugh if we get a letter from someone.
That would be pretty
Go ahead.
cool.
Someone send her love. Give that address again.
It's 1419 East 40th. This address it to MSC Radio Network. Attention, Ashley.
There you go. Send her your love letters. We know there's got to be a following. Like
Gotta
weird,
be.
creepy guys listen to this.
I am kind of an awesome
Just
person.
like her teeth are so pretty.
They are.
I know. That's why I said it. Anyways.
They're beautiful.
Anyways, it is time to get into this. We've got a jam-packed show for you. It is round one. Let's go. All right. It's time for our own closing ceremony. Of course, the Olympics are done. Did anyone see the closing ceremonies last night, by the way?
did.
They were really good in some parts and really, really
All I know
not
is
good.
Jessie J needs to never sing a Queen song again.
Right? It's like, get out of here,
No.
Jessie J.
They should have just did what they did with John Lennon and played the video of, oh my God, I'm mind blanking on his name. Anyways,
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. And
They
had
did that
him-
a little bit. They had him
Yeah,
singing
they had
a
him
little
doing
bit.
that first thing, but then they had Jessie J come in and sing "We Will Rock You." No.
No, you know what?
No.
You know what they should have done? And I'm surprised because I would have thought they'd have the technology. A favorite musician of all of us really comes up on the show quite a bit is my personal favorite musician is Hologram Tupac.
Well, he's not really British.
Well, no, I'm not saying put Hologram Tupac. Get Hologram Freddie Mercury,
They could have done that
right?
because
I love Hologram. You know what? Personally,
Awesome.
I like Hologram Tupac better than Tupac at this point. Can we just say
he
that?
can't die. You can shoot him. And
He
he
can
just
die.
lives.
He can die. You can find his server or something and blow that up. But
Won't they just make another one?
I don't know. I don't understand science. If you cannot tell, it is all a mystery to me. But no, that would have been sweet if they got like hologram Freddie Mercury up there
That would have
with
been
his
pretty
mustache and everything. Hologram mustache. That would be sweet. But no, of course they. I didn't like the segment where it was all like the top 40 stuff, like the Jessie
Yeah.
J and the Tayo Cruz and all that stuff. I understand that's a part of them and stuff, but it's like England is so much more about the history
Yeah,
of the
I was
music
good with all the
that
old
they've
school.
brought to the table, the old school stuff. The new stuff is like new stuff. All this top 40 stuff is just so like watered down and
It's all the same
meh,
anymore.
it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
They brought the Spice Girls back.
Where was
though.
the Rolling Stones?
Yeah. They didn't have.
I saw the Spice
Those
Girls.
guys are British.
Hey, I have a question for you. Maybe you could tell me.
Okay.
I thought it was the Spice Girls coming out. I am now told it wasn't. Did you see the part where they brought out those giant like trucks or signs, and each one had like a woman on it?
That was like some photography model.
And then, but then
stuff.
the last was like a woman and a dude, and then they
Yeah.
broke out and they all went into the middle, and we're just like, we're standing. And then they walked away like that was enough.
Because they're all like.
Were those all models or something?
It was, yeah, because I guess they're really big into fashion over there too.
Because the one was absolutely horrifying.
One model photographer. Those were the big trucks were his photography pictures, and then they had the models that were in the pictures.
So that was a bunch of models?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of models.
I thought the dude had a smirk that was just a little too arrogant.
Yeah.
And now he's a model. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then did you see the one where it was a girl, but she didn't look like a girl? She looked like a monstrosity.
Oh, I thought that was a guy.
No,
that
that
looked
was
like a woman.
I don't know.
I thought it was a guy that looked like a woman.
I don't know. London's a crazy place. But either way, more specifically, they really had me when Russell Brand came out on a school bus.
I missed that part.
Singing from Willy Wonka.
Really?
That was awesome.
Come on.
But then what I didn't like is how crazy things got when he got out of the school bus. The school bus opened. Turns out there was a giant glowing inflatable octopus with what's the guy's name? The mix master. That sounds so stupid.
Oh, I don't know. The guy that was DJing.
Remixes stuff.
I don't know his name because
like,
I missed
check it
that
out
part.
now. That's not Fatboy Slim, is it? Is that Fatboy Slim? It's Fatboy Slim. My sources in my earpiece are telling me it's Fatboy Slim. We have earpieces. Don't worry about it.
He's British too.
Fatboy Slim. Fatboy Slim is British, and he doesn't look like. When you hear Fatboy Slim, you imagine what a Fatboy Slim looks like in your head. It's not. It's like McElroy, the tennis guy.
Yeah.
That's exactly who Fatboy Slim looks like. I thought, why is McElroy in that giant inflatable octopus remixing some tunes? And then I was informed, no, that is what a Fatboy Slim is. And I was like, well, oh, okay. Yeah, but parts of it were just really, really stupid. Can we just say, though, as a whole, I'm glad we're getting out of there. I'm glad we're backing up out of there. I'm pretty done with that country. Pretty done with that country. I mean, they're fine people and stuff, and that's great. But, I mean, just so many problems in this Olympics. We had, the scandal to end all scandals, the tanking the badminton games.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, see, what confuses
Is there no
me
hope left in the world?
Is I was normally like they did it to get better seedings throughout the elimination tournament, but I thought normally when you win you get a better seed. I wasn't understanding losing. A bunch of teams lose and you get to get a better seed through the elimination
I guess that's
round.
from like a matchup standpoint. Is they knew that they would be facing this other team that was like that.
That was
Some
good,
seed,
but
they're really good, but they were
got
low
a bad
seeded?
maybe.
I don't know.
That would make a little more sense.
I don't know.
Because I'm like, I think you're doing this backwards, people.
I don't know, but badminton has become the most corrupt sport.
It's badminton, and you and you cheated.
It is the sport of
and then
kings
there was
and whores alike.
And then there was the British guy who wrecked on purpose in that cycling thing, just so they could get a restart. I'd have been like, no, get your ass off the
I'm
ring.
telling you, fortunes are won and lost on badminton.
Apparently.
The drugs it
They
brings.
take that seriously.
Drugs, sex, money, badminton. That's all I can say about that. I mean, and then we had the recurring issue is the fact that we know, let's just take the swimming, for example. We know Michael Phelps is swimming. We know he's going for the gold. We put on NBC, and it's a replay of women's indoor volleyball. It's like, oh, you better come here 7 hours later when we're going to show it on TV.
Yeah, because we're
not going to air it now.
Because they didn't want to air it live because then they knew not as many people would watch it at
Von
night.
Erich
They had to bring all the people into prime time.
Von Erich couldn't watch his programs. He couldn't watch his stories.
Nope, could not.
Couldn't watch his stories.
His stories.
His stories were preempted for weeks so they could show qualifying and semifinal matches of things.
Yeah.
And select gold medals. Gold medals NBC's decided you don't care about, like archery, judo, taekwondo, weightlifting, water polo tournament play, that kind of stuff. Entertainment. So I'm really
Stupid
just
time
glad
difference.
for this whole thing to be over. I don't even want to think about next Winter Olympics.
I want to see waterboarding. That's what I want to see.
I don't know how you can win that or lose it.
You don't die.
Well, you lose it because you give up the
If
information.
you die, then you lose.
No, then you win because it means you never talked.
I
So
think
your
they should
family
start-
gets your medal.
What should be is there should be like a secret word, right? Where it's like each athlete is secretly given this word, like your word is banana. And it's like whatever you do, don't say banana, no matter how hard they torture you.
And
And
whoever
then they
survives
time
the
you.
torture.
They start waterboarding and they time you, and then once you say banana, it's like clock it. All right, 2 minutes 37 seconds.
I'd be
know?
down for that.
Sure. Like I've always said, horse stuff is sports, is gets you. Dressage, aka horse ballet, is a gold medal event in the Olympics, which means literally every other idea you have should be a gold medal event in the Olympics.
Cheese rolling should be in the Olympics.
It should. It's more of a sport than dressage.
It is.
Dressage. It is horses dancing.
And they don't really dance. They kind of
Horses!
they prance in a circle.
You ever seen a horse dance?
Well,
no,
look.
because they don't.
When I turned it on, it was one of the Saturdays, so it was like MSNBC, one of the weird channels, and I turned it on, and I'm like, oh, the horse is warming up to jump the things.
Exactly, right?
And then I'm like, is this a 20-minute warm-up? I want to watch him jump the obstacles. What is he doing? And then so I turned it off, I turned it back on, and I'm like, why is he still prancing in a circle? I'm not understanding
Why
what
is
is
this guy
happening.
still stretching? I don't get
I'm like,
it.
I thought they were just, okay,
Shouldn't
I'm
his
gonna...
horse have limbered up by now?
I'm like, I didn't get it. And then I found out it was horse dancing.
It's horse ballet.
And really all it
Don't
is
belittle it.
you ride your horse in a circle, and if they feel it's whoever makes them prettier, they win. I don't know.
You know what? Here's what I say. If you can take a horse and make it dance and get a gold medal for that, you should be able to take other animals and have them do other things and get a gold medal for that. Giraffe limbo.
Yes!
Crocodile surfing. Two chimpanzees fight like with rocks in a pit. You know? Like, why are these not in the Olympics? I want to see odd animal fights. I want to see an alligator versus a koala with a broken beer bottle. And just have them go at it.
That's horrible.
And then, you get a gold medal. You each supply one animal from your country. We would provide the ferocious and dominating and majestic bald eagle.
Oh, no one could beat the bald
And then
eagle.
like a kangaroo or a koala from Australia.
Because the bald eagle would just
You know?
soar, and then it'd dive, poke out your eyes.
It'd be like, I'm
get back in the sky.
majestic as hell.
You can't touch the bald eagle.
No, you can't.
We win.
Anyways,
America.
so it just reiterates my point that animals should be allowed to fight on TV. But anyways, not the point today. The point today is that the Olympics are done. And let's look at that final medal count, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Yeah, buddy.
The big battle here, right, was China versus the United States of America. And I'm sure you all know by now, we won the golds. 46 golds for the red, white, and beautiful. And for the red Chinese, 38. So
My Chinese food at?
we got them in gold, and we got everyone in total medals.
You know we did.
China 88, United States 104.
Yeah, we blew it away by 18.
104 medals.
Suck it.
Woo! Made in America
16?
now.
Something like that.
Yeah, now we get to make the plastics and toothpastes.
That's how
That's
we
what we
roll.
win.
Now we
Blew
give.
them away. It wasn't even close. That last week.
Oh, you know what? I have to give an
Owned
update
it.
to something we discussed last week. We even looked it up. If you heard the show last week, if not, you can go check it out. HighOnSportsRadioShow.com. You can find the archive and hear what we had to say about this last week before I was better informed. And then you can come back and listen to what I'm saying now that I know what I'm talking about. We discussed the value of a gold medal versus the value of its weight in gold melted down and stuff like that. I found out this week there is little to no gold in a gold medal. There's only something like 2.5%. A majority of the material in a gold medal is silver.
And
This
they
is
just
a true
plate it?
fact. It's got silver and gold is what makes up a gold medal. And then there's a little less silver, no gold at all. Silver and copper, or it makes up a silver medal. And a bronze medal is just copper and zinc. So there's not even copper in it, or bronze in a bronze at all. But or is that how you make bronze? I don't know. But either way,
I thought bronze was just the color.
whatever. There is very little gold in an actual gold medal. Oh, it's less than 10% of the medal itself is actual pure gold.
So we can't pay off the debt?
No,
We can pay off some of it, but not enough.
not even. Yeah,
Not even a dent.
Well, that
it wouldn't even.
sucks.
Yep.
But hey, you know what? We're going to highlight some people that don't get highlighted here. All right. There is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries that came to this Olympics and left with 1 bronze and nothing else. And I'm going to.
Well, there's some countries that didn't win anything.
Yeah, well, they're not even relevant then.
That's true.
Here
Who
are
cares?
the heroes that rolled up their sleeves and took home a bronze. It is as followed. Hong Kong, which I did not know until just now that's not a city. I guess it's its own country.
I swear, it used to be a city.
Well, I don't know.
I think they must have broke off into their own. It used to be a city.
I'm violating the first rule of broadcasting. Don't say a word if you don't know how to pronounce it. But here we go. This will be fun. Tajikistan.
Is it
Tajikistan.
I can't see that far.
Well, it's Tajikistan then.
Okay.
Afghanistan.
Who let the Afghans in the Olympics?
Bahrain.
Okay.
Kuwait. Saudi Arabia. And Morocco. Round of applause for them. The unsung heroes.
Okay.
Most of those may be harboring terrorists, but that's not the point. Not the point
I
at all.
don't know how Afghanistan even got people in the Olympics with their mess getting blown up every day.
Did you know? Here's some fun facts for you. This is the first Olympics ever. This is the 30th Olympiad in the modern Olympics. 30th Olympiad. First time ever that every single country has at least one woman competing in the games. And the reason the United States won like they did is because we had the most successful women. If you just took the men out of the equation, and let's say this was just the United Women of America, we would still be in third in gold and total medals.
Yeah, I'll give props to women athletes.
Third place in gold and total medals.
I normally don't give props to women athletes, but I'll give it to our women Olympians.
Women stepped up their games this year. They started shooting, and they started doing weird, obscure things.
Yeah,
they started doing taekwondo.
And owning it.
Mm-hmm. They started doing all this stuff.
Our track team stepped up too, because last few years they've been choking, like with the 4x1, dropping batons and not winning their races, but they stepped up. I'll give you props, women of America. Athlete women of America.
I wish we had a torch to just ceremoniously put out, because just to signify, this is it. We are done talking about the Olympics for at least 2 years.
A year and a half. The Winter Olympics is only really a year
what are we
going
to talk about, though? Oh, yeah, you're right, because it comes in winter. But we'll even see if that comes up on our show, because it's less events, not as good events, and it's in Sochi, Russia.
Don't hate
so
on
the time
bobsled.
zone, I'm hating on it.
I love the bobsled. It's my favorite.
The time zone is so much worse.
Yeah.
There's so many,
as long as I get to see Shaun White, I will survive.
There's so many less events. Do you know how many gold medals the United States won last year?
Like 15?
9. Which was enough for second place.
I'm behind who? Germany or Canada? Canada.
But we got them in most total medals, though.
Damn right we did.
We always do.
Because we're America. That's what we do. We're winners.
Oh, here we go. The ceremonial lighting of the torch.
Hashtag USA.
Hashtag USA. The torch will be lit momentarily. This is a High on Sports first. Oh, my goodness.
I want to, play the Olympics.
Here's the torch. Here's the torch. Can we play the Olympics?
Yeah, play the Olympic theme.
We'll see if I can get that up. This is good. Let's just do all this on air and not be prepared for anything.
I'm trying to think of how it goes in my head, and I'm mind blanking.
It does something. I don't remember what it is.
Because I watched that NBC 19 times this week, and I heard it every time it came back from a commercial, and I cannot.
Well, go ahead and say something about the Olympics. Ashley, what is your most memorable moment in all 2 weeks of these Olympics?
It's got to be Michael Phelps. That / Misty May and Carrie Walsh. They're tied. Because Michael Phelps is just a swimming freak. The man is amazing. And, Misty May and Carrie Walsh got their three-peat in beach volleyball, which has never been done before.
Did you hear about that guy? I don't know if he was German or what he was, but I think he was German. And it was discus, right? He got so excited when he won. He ripped his jersey
off, I saw that.
Draped the flag over himself, and then bolted towards the hurdles that they set up for the women's 110 hurdles, and just started leaping these hurdles with the flag like it's a cake.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess Chris.
That's
not the Olympics.
No.
Hold on.
That's
I got
not
it. I got it on this computer. Go ahead and switch it over when it's time. When you're ready. All right. It's about to play. About to play.
It's loading.
Here it comes.
Whoop.
I think it's playing. And yeah, that would be awesome. There we go. Bring in the torch, Von Erich. Right here. And this completes Morning Show Central's coverage of the 2012 Summer Olympic Games.
Maybe. Oh, not yet.
Blow it out. That was a bad idea. And there it is.
Lung power. They should have a candle blowing out contest.
Now I have
We
wax
can
on
blow
my
it out from the
fingers.
farthest away. We'd win.
Yeah, we would. Anyways,
win
so
everything.
that's it. Let's talk about sports.
Okay.
All right. NBA. Big news out of the NBA this weekend. You already know what I'm going to say. It is finally over, and it seems like it ended so quietly, which I didn't expect. Dwight Howard traded this weekend. It was weird because I get the story, it comes to me on Thursday, right? As a rumor that popped up out of nowhere. Thursday night, it happens. I was shocked because as soon as I read a new Dwight trade rumor, I was like, well, let's just look because I'm curious, but I know this won't happen for another month.
Right?
You know, because it's always a new trade rumor popping up.
Every day.
And then it happened. And here we are, and here's the trade. You'll notice that someone kind of got the short end of the deal on this one. We'll get to that. The Lakers get 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, perennial All-Star Dwight Howard, and they also get Earl Clark and Chris Duhon, just for fun.
Freaking the
Little
Lakers.
party favors. Denver gets Andre Iguodala, greatly underrated, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty freaking legit.
Philadelphia gets Andrew Bynum and Jason Richardson. Andrew Bynum, by the way, announced today he is getting non-invasive arthroscopic knee surgery. Don't know what non-invasive surgery means. I think that just means they poke around the outside.
They're just like, yeah, they're
I
not
don't
really
know
doing. They're
medicine.
not doing
I don't
anything
claim
that's
to
going
know
to
it.
cost them any time.
Orlando gets Aaron Aflalo, Al Harrington, Nikola Vucevic, Mo Harkless, Christian Ienga, Josh McRoberts, and a first-round protected picks from each team.
So a whole
The
lot of
Lakers
nobody.
pick, I should say, and it is lottery. They're all lottery protected. But the Lakers' first-round pick that they get from the Lakers comes in 2017 because the Lakers gave up so many picks in order to get Steve Nash.
Yeah.
So Orlando got nothing.
Basically,
They got nothing.
They got a whole lot of nobody. 2 first-round picks, protected first-round picks that come in a couple years, and then one to come in 6 years.
You know what? You just
4 or
gave
5
up.
years.
You just gave up. You just gave up Dwight Howard, and the best player you got is Mo Harkless. How can you justify to yourself as a general manager that I finally landed that sweet Howard for Harkless deal? Unless they got some papers on Aaron Aflalo that none of us do and got some info that we're not privy to, I don't get that. Plus, he just signed to an obnoxious deal. He's a terrible contract. They're going to try to trade him in the next year or two because he's just going to become dead weight. Nice to see Christian Ienga popping up again.
Hey.
Doing something. You know, good for you, buddy. You have potential to be the best player on their team. Seriously, this is a Mo Harkless centerpiece to this trade. That just insults itself. You don't even need me to poke fun at what happened. I can just sit back and repeat that. Mo Harkless is the best player in this deal. Mo Harkless. I mean, Al Harrington, sure. I mean, maybe he's got something left in the tank that we don't know about. This was just a bad move. This was a bad
I think it was
move.
one of those, they just said, screw it, we're done.
So here's my question.
We don't care what we get.
I'm going to pose to you guys, and I'm going to share my views on this as well. Keep our bias out of it, though, for just this once.
I know.
Worst leaving of town. LeBron James or Dwight Howard? Who got out of Dodge in a worse fashion?
I mean, what Dwight Howard, with the way he was just complaining and I want traded, that was kind of crappy. But with LeBron just straight up he wouldn't tell, because we all know he made up his mind. And he didn't tell nobody, and it left us in a spot where we can't just move on from you because you won't just tell us you're leaving. Cleveland can't move on. They can't do anything through the draft, through free agency, because they're like, we don't know if we have him or not.
Exactly.
And then he goes on national TV and says, hey, everybody, I'm leaving Cleveland. Bye-bye. And Cleveland's like, what? So I think I mean, a lot of it, part of me is still biased, but I think LeBron's still worse just because of the way it went down.
Even
though Dwight Howard, the way he acted has been pretty rough too, and it's right up there, almost equal.
I don't think it's. I think LeBron left worse because due to the fact is he went on national television. Dwight didn't.
He did. But what Dwight did though was first he said, "Don't trade me. I'm leaving at the end of the season." At the trade deadline last year, right? And they said, "Well, we're not going to trade you. We're going to trade you because we know if you're going to leave at the end of the year, we want to get something from you. So we're either going to trade you now or you have to sign a paper agreeing to come back next season." So he wavered at the deadline, like, I don't know. Okay, fine. So he signed something, getting rid of his right to waive and drop out of the deal. Meaning he agreed to come back and play this upcoming season. He agreed to do that. Then once the season ended, he said, "No, I still want out." And they're like, "Well, you just signed that paper." "Well, I don't care. Then I'm going to leave at the end of this year. You guys are jerks. You have to trade me, and only to the Nets. I only want to be on the Nets. You have to trade me right there because that's what I want. And then I also want ice cream." It's just, he turned into a whining little child.
Pretty much. It was all, I'll play. No, I want traded. No, I'll play for you. No, I want traded. It was like I don't even know.
It's like, all right.
So, it was pretty bad too.
All right, it's like you're like in love with somebody, right? And you found out that we broke up because you went onto Facebook and you noticed that he changed it from in a relationship to single. Or even in a relationship with Dwayne Wade, you know? Like he changed it to be in a relationship with someone else already. And you're like, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me? So you make an angry post on Facebook, like, I guarantee, blah, 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 you know, like, just like the all in Comic Sans, Dan Gilbert's thing.
That was the best
That was
ever.
the angry Facebook post. So,
dude, that was the best letter ever.
But Dwight Howard realizes, I can't even fully think of a scenario. For whatever reason, he's like, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, but I can't be the one. I can't be the one to call it off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just start being shit until you dump me.
Because he didn't want to look like the bad guy. Yeah, but it came out looking like an even bigger douche.
Maybe it's like because I'm on your insurance or something. And
yeah.
So if I just leave you, if I divorce you, I can't still be on it. But if you drop my ass, you have to pay for my insurance. Maybe it's something like that, you know? Dwight just came to the realizing, like, I want out, but I want her to kick me out as opposed to me leaving. So then he just became, like, the worst boyfriend he could possibly be. She's just watching porn in the living room in the middle of the day, not going to work, just doing awful things, talking about how hot your sister is, just all kinds of stuff until finally you said, "Fine, get out," and I don't even want anything in return. Mo Harkless will move in. I'll rent your room out to Mo Harkless, and I don't even want any good draft picks. But that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. LeBron, you just found out on Facebook. Dwight made you break up with him. So which is worse? I don't know. I gotta say, I would never want to relive the decision and that experience, but I would hate to be an Orlando Magic fan right now. I would really hate it. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, you're going to find out what's urinating us off. We're going to try to talk a little bit of Browns preseason football. That's
Brownies!
Right. Woo! Got the W, which means, well, you know, nothing. But all that and so much more. You listen to High on Sports on the MSC Radio Network.
Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash. September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Kriya Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noises 6th Annual Birthday Bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound sound reinforcement, and more. Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectify backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectify backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectify can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Hello and welcome back to High on Sports. I'm Ralphie, and with me, as always, that's you.
And I'm Ashley.
And I am Von Erich.
And thank you so much for joining us tonight, whether it's on one of the many glorious apps or at home on your computer. Thank you for making High on Sports a part of your evening. Remember, as always, email your questions or comments to shows with an S at morningshowcentral.com. Call the show toll-free, 1-888-668-0742. Tweet at high_on_sports or with the hashtag High on Sports. Get a hold of us directly at eRalphieW or at Von Erich. And write in your letters to Ashley. Don't forget. And she's hoping for some love letters next week.
Yeah, that address is it's MSC Radio Network, 1419 East 40th, and the zip is 44103.
Right.
Attention it to Ashley.
Attention it to Ashley. We better get some Ashley love letters. If she doesn't get love letters in the next 2 weeks, she's gonna be really depressed, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. And it's just
I'll cry.
It's just gonna be a total buzzkill. Because if she cries, I don't know what to do except walk away. So it's just gonna be a mess, and I don't want to deal with that. But anyways, remember, as always, get to the website highonsportsradioshow.com, and you can check out the archive of all our past shows, my blog, and so much other fun stuff. Again, highonsportsradioshow.com. And find us on YouTube. Just search High on Sports, and don't be fooled by the imposters. We are the original, true, red, white, and blue High on Sports. Woo! America, freedom.
Yeah.
Get into the chat room and ask for a password. You do not need to pull. Just put a name, hit enter. You immediately logged in, talking to myself, Ashley, Von Erich, and whoever else may be in there tonight. All right, it is round 2. Let's go. Woo! It's time for a staple High on Sports, and that is, of course, what's urinating us off. And we are going to start, as we always do, with Von Erich. Von Erich, what is urinating you off on this beautiful Monday evening?
Well, yesterday, since I did not get a chance to watch the Olympic closing ceremonies, I decided to listen to some baseball on the old satellite radio. And what satellite does is it gives you the hometown feed. So whatever stadium you're playing at, it'll give you that home team's feed. And it happened to be in Toronto yesterday. And I've been listening to some of their games throughout the year, here and there. Not too much, but something has always bothered me when I listen to games in Toronto. When one of their one of the members of the Blue Jays hits a home run, they play the sound effect that the NHL does when you score a goal.
What?
I don't know if we have Chris. You have that sound effect, perhaps?
Boop, 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 boop. No, that wasn't it.
No, it's like a
It's
foghorn.
like a siren.
Can we just do that for 45 minutes?
You can't really blame them because they're Canadians and they don't really know better.
That's how they know good things happen.
Yeah,
They do that all the time.
That's their universal sign for
They used to
join
have
us.
another noise where it was just like home run, and everyone's in the stands like, what? What does that mean? No, that was like a clown getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Save that, though, if I ever have a story about a clown getting punched in the face, though, because that's good stuff. No, but I mean, seriously, you got to think about it. They're in Canada. They're sitting there.
But you just can't steal
They're
stuff from
sitting
other
there-
sports.
They're sitting there living off their free medical drugs.
What if the Blue Jays,
healthcare.
they decide to steal end zone dances? After they hit a home run, they do a little end zone dance.
Hey, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah,
There
for the
needs-
next batter gets plunked
There
between the
needs to
shoulder
be-
blades.
There needs to be more cockiness in baseball. There's not nearly enough. It's like, I hit a home run. Good for me. It needs to be like, I'm better than everyone. Flick off the crowd.
It is a gentleman's game.
It is a game of gentlemen. It is. The sport of kings is what they call it. No, that's a car horn. That's a jalopy. But anyways, it is it's a...
Is that Mario?
No, that explosion, that was definitely it, I think. Every time there's a goal, it's like... Just decimation.
Destruction. The stadium.
I have a question. Considering you were listening to some Blue Jays games with the Blue Jays announcers, do they have Canadian accents?
No, they do not.
Then how are they supposed to understand with the language barrier?
These are all guys that came out of broadcasting school, and we went there. You're taught to lose your accent.
Absolutely. I'm from the deep south. I had
You would never know this.
A southern drawl, but I learned to get rid of it
Yeah.
with my proper etiquette. and
There
diction.
ain't
something
nobody
they teach
want you talking like this on the air.
That's exactly how I talk. Came into it. I was born in the south.
Yeah,
South
when Ralphie
side.
calls me
Regions of
during
the
the week,
country.
I always think it's a prank call.
Hey, on Eric, it's Ralphie. Yeah.
Howdy do.
Howdy do. Just cooking up some grub with the fixins. But now I'm like, when I'm on air, it'd be like, hello, Von Eric.
It's like
Would you like
a
to
switch.
join me for lunch at TGI Fridays?
It's like a
Something
switch.
more pleasant. But, no, I mean, that makes sense. I'm a little disappointed. I wish they were all like, oh, that's a home run there. Good for you. Good for you, young man. Like, and they just don't get excited about anything. It's like, and the Blue Jays win. Well, this was nice. We'll do this again tomorrow at about 7:30. 7:30's first pitch. Try the whole thing tomorrow, and who knows? Hopefully another win. But we'll keep it posted. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. And just that. Just that every week.
That's Australian,
like every
mate.
day. Wouldn't that be nice if they were just like super overly pleasant? Like, well, we lost, but I'm glad to see one of the teams got to celebrate. And that's all that really matters, I don't know. I guess it makes sense though. They come out of broadcasting school or they're former baseball players, and I don't know why I always just assume everyone that plays for Toronto must be Canadian. Like Jose Bautista, he's Canadian. You didn't know that? Yep, born and raised. You can only
Canadian
play.
in the league is Jason Bay.
You
He
can
doesn't even play for
only
them.
play for Toronto if you're born in Canada.
I think I found it.
Jose Bautista is Canadian.
I think I found the horn.
All right, let's hear it. Well, that's a
No,
little more
that's not it.
depressing. Maybe like if the opposing team got a goal.
Sounded like it was from the Addams
And everybody's
Family or
just
the
like,
Munsters or something.
Lurch, you rang. But no, I see your point, Von Eric. It's don't mix sports. Hockey's hockey and baseball's baseball. America, but it's in
Hashtag
Canada.
Yeah,
USA.
buddy.
Hashtag Canada, which is just America's hat, so I'm fine with it. All right, thank you, Von Eric. And now it's my turn because we're skipping Ashley because
All I have is
I feel like
we finished talking about the Olympics, and I just had this crazy lady who looks like a man,
But
so we can move on.
We can't bring up the Olympics anymore.
Nope.
The torch was put out in the
It
first
was.
half. Which, if you missed it again, search High on Sports on YouTube later tonight after the show. You can
The
check it out
torch
again. Relive
was
these moments.
extinguished.
Anyways, what's urinating me off? We come to from the South Beach area region of the country. The Miami Dolphins, perennial winners, always making good decisions. Just a blueprint for success, right there. They made some headlines this year when they traded away Brandon Marshall for some dirt that Chicago swept up from the ground in the form of a 5th-round draft pick. So then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait, we just had maybe the best receiver in all of football. Now we have no one. Go sign Chad Ochocinco, who's now back to Johnson, who's now, prison inmate 1-62, whatever his name is now. Either way, Chad Johnson was a Miami Dolphin for a little bit. If you didn't hear last night, he was arrested for domestic battery last night. And today, he's out on bail and everything. He was cut by the Dolphins. 1-strike policy. My issues here, which first of all, I have to tell you this because it's just absolutely funny. She claims he headbutted me, right? That's what she says. She ran to the neighbors crying, and used their phone to say, Chad Johnson just headbutt me, come arrest him. He said, no, that's not the case. We both went to bend down to pick something up at the same time, and our heads bumped. So
really, he married this crazy psycho broad.
Well, you can look at it that way. You're inherently anti-woman, so that's how you would look at it. Just saying. No offense. But don't be offended by that.
I gave the American women athletes, Olympic athletes, some props.
That's the first time you ever said anything positive about a woman on this show the entire time. But not the issue. The point is, though, why would she be like, we both bent down to pick up my keys and we hit our heads and then go crying to the neighbors?
Because women are crazy.
There you go.
I tell you this every day. I'm a woman. I know these things. We're psycho. We do crazy things. Just because he probably pissed her off because she probably wanted his money to go on a $7 million spending spree. And he said, no, bitch, stop spending my money. I just married you last month. And she said, oh my God, you made me so mad. I'm grabbing my keys. And he said, no, boom, they hit heads. Oh my God, you hit me. Shut up. No, he didn't. You bumped heads. Deal with it. I'm sorry you couldn't go buy a $50,000 pair of shoes with his money.
You know what? I'll finish this, and then we have a question from Twitter I want to go to. Anyways, my point is not whether or not he did it, which he does still have to go to trial for it. He was not found guilty yet. And let me start by saying with domestic assault and domestic battery and stuff, I just had to say this and get on my soapbox for a second. It takes a special kind of spineless, limp-dicked coward to raise his hand at his girlfriend or wife and do something like this. You're a piece of shit if you did it. But not the point. The point is, he supposedly did this last night, allegedly, I should say, and then was instantly cut. And what's urinating me off is the checks and balances system in the NFL. The fact that it's not what you did, it's what you did in relation to what you do on the field. Ray Lewis killed someone.
No, allegedly. He was just there. He was there.
Ray Lewis killed somebody allegedly. Allegedly, he ended a man's life. But it was right after a Super Bowl, so you're good to go. This was right after a 15-catch season with the Patriots. I guarantee if his numbers looked more like they did in the past last year, he's not cut for this. And that's just what's urinating me off. The fact that you are held to a special standard of your off-the-field things pending on what you do on the field.
Yeah.
You can kill a guy after a Super Bowl, but you can't bump heads with your old lady after a 15-catch season. And that's just what's urinating me off. Now we got a question posted to us from at TMDRH, which is Joe Dirt from Uncensored Net Noise every Friday at 9, right? Is that time right?
Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
Every Friday night at 9 on morningshowcentral.com. Joe Dirt wants to know, it's something we just sort of discussed a little bit, but this is a different form of the question. Bigger villain, Dwight Howard or LeBron? We discussed who left in a worse way, but bigger villain, I would have to say right now. Obviously, in the city of Cleveland itself, it's LeBron. We hate LeBron. We don't care about Dwight Howard. That's how this city looks at this. But as a whole, it is Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Because like we said, how he left, and once LeBron got that ring, he is A-okay outside of this city now, which I don't like it. But in this city, obviously, he shows his face. We're going to take a swing at him. We're going to hit him right in his stupid, ugly mouth.
Yeah.
But
I'm credit chopping him in the jugular.
Everywhere else, they're like, well, he got the monkey off the back. He finally did it.
Yeah.
Good for him. And he just had a season where he won MVP, Finals MVP, NBA Finals, and an Olympic gold medal. So, only person to ever have a season like that before, Michael Jordan. So, I mean, that's where we are right now. Dwight Howard, I would say, is more hated around the country than LeBron James is because of what he did and everything he did. And the team he went to is the Lakers, which already has sort of the bad moniker around it to begin with of the big evil Lakers. You know, they're the evil empire. They're the Duke University. They're the New York Yankees. You know, they already have the big top dog mentality that a lot of people don't like. People naturally are drawn more towards the underdog. So I think Dwight Howard, with just all the moving pieces, parts involved in this, Dwight Howard looks like more of the villain. I think another thing that helps is obviously we didn't get this with anything to do with LeBron, but the Cavaliers do have Kyrie Irving right now, a superstar in the making, where when you say LeBron, that's the first thing we have to say back to you. Oh, I don't care. Kyrie Irving.
Right?
Got Kyrie freaking Irving. You don't even know. But you say, you go to Orlando, it's like, hey, remember when Dwight Howard played here? Yeah. Mo Harkless plays here now.
Right,
So,
though?
it's to answer the question point blank, Dwight Howard is right now the bigger villain than LeBron James. And I hate it because it's even how Dwight Howard acts. Dwight Howard wants to be the fun-loving, I'm Dwight Howard, I'm fun to be around. Here's my impression of Coach Stan Van Gundy. Oops, just got him fired, But he wants to be the fun guy. He wants everyone to like him, but he's not doing any actions that would make anyone like him, is basically how it is, point blank. So to answer your question, Dwight Howard is the bigger villain. All right, let's talk football. I already started to a little bit with Chad Johnson. The Cleveland Browns are back to doing their thing.
Hey, Brownies.
They beat the Detroit Lions by a field goal, which meant nothing. So, I'm watching the game, and I was just like, yeah, I can't wait to get into football again. And I'm watching it, and they're going for that field goal, and I'm just sitting there, and I think to myself, I don't feel anything. And, I shouldn't. It's preseason and stuff. But either way, so the Browns, if that were a real game, that was a heart-racing conclusion and everything. Browns win at 19-17 against the Detroit Lions. But the wins and losses in preseasons do not matter. It's how did people look, and here's how they did look. We're looking at one position in particular. You know what I'm talking about. Brandon Whedon, 3 for 9, 62 yards, an interception. Not going to fault him for that. It was his first time in an NFL jersey and pads going up against an actual other team.
And Detroit's got a pretty good defense.
We got 2 more preseason games that will matter.
Yeah.
We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does on Thursday against the Packers, and we'll see what he does especially on Friday against the Eagles. That is, unfortunately, with my schedule, I haven't been able to really watch. I won't really be able to watch much of the preseason stuff live. I'm watching the highlights and stuff. I managed to catch the end of the Browns game against the Lions. But I have it circled multiple times on my calendar. Make sure I am free no matter what's going on, watching this game start to finish. Preseason game 3 against the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the big one because game 3 is the dress rehearsal. It's where you'll play probably close to 3 quarters. At least the first half, Brandon Whedon will play. And it's against the team that we start the season up against.
Yeah.
So this is a rare opportunity to really get to see what the Eagles can do and what we can do against the Eagles when we play them for real only a few short weeks later. So that's going to be the big one to keep an eye on. Don't let his 3 for 9 with a pick keep you down right now. But Colt McCoy, 6 for 8,
Good little
88
Colt.
yards. Here's my thinking on this. I know we go back and forth every friggin' day. Cut him, do this, do that with him. I've decided to make my official vote here. Just hold on to him for a minute. We don't have to be in a rush to get rid of him. It's not like it's going to cause that much of a clash in the locker room that it's just absolute chaos having him here. He's a good-natured person. He says the right things, whether he means them or not, who knows sometimes. But the fact is he says and does the professional things. This isn't a guy that we need to be in that much of a rush to kick out of here.
No.
Obviously, Brandon Whedon is the guy. But I just say if something presents itself for Colt, we'll pursue it as such. But I don't think we sit here and just say, 6th-round pick? 6th-round pick? Anybody? 6th-round pick? Can I get a 6th-round pick for Colt McCoy?
Right.
7th-round pick? 7th-round pick? Mo Harkless? Anyone? I'm just saying, let an offer come to you. Don't actively try to get him out of here.
Yeah, because then you're just wasting trade picks and stuff.
Exactly. Who knows? If he can look good in this preseason, maybe we're talking 4th round. That's the real stuff right there. All right, well, I don't know. I'm already fully excited, and I'm only going to get more excited because, and we'll be talking about it in 2 weeks, the new version of Madden comes out, and we're going to have ratings soon, and we will share probably next week, actually, with you the Cleveland Browns official Madden ratings. So that's going to be fun stuff. I like when we can talk to video games on here. It's always good. But speaking of games, though, High on Sports Fantasy Football is back for the 2012-2013 season. The league has already been opened. We're looking to do a 10-team league. If our hand really gets forced, we could go to 12. But ideally, we're hoping for a 10-team league here. Spots are filling up quick. We already have 6 spots filled. We only have 4 left at the moment. If you want in on this, you have to get yourself out there now. Send an email to highonsports@gmail.com. Again, highonsports@gmail.com. Send us an email. Just make sure you put in the email, I don't care what you type, just say fantasy football. Just say that you want into the fantasy football league, and we will send you an invite that you have to accept before the end of the month. And you can go in there and set your team up and everything. I'm setting the bar pretty high as far as team name goes. So far, my team at this moment, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So
It's pretty legit.
put the bar pretty high. If you want to try to beat it, go ahead and try to knock yourself out. Again, email that you are interested to highonsports@gmail.com. Now to grease the wheels a little bit here, it's time to talk prizes. Your prize will include a trophy, and it will be a beautiful trophy. I told you, Von Erich, it carries over. You will get a trophy. You will get a 6-pack of Cocaine Energy. And you will get...
You'll get a case.
A case?
A case.
We just upped it live on air.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Breaking
I hope
news.
no one out there has a heart condition because you may have just fainted. A case of Cocaine Energy supplement, your choice of red or blue, and a trophy.
Dude.
And 5 minutes on air on the show, not like in studio, but we'll have you on the phone. At least 5 minutes where you get to gloat and rub it in all of our faces, discuss your strategy, your draft moves, what you did that got you the championship, share with everyone else so that they can be better next year. Again, spots are filling up so quick, you need to act now. Send an email to highonsports@gmail.com. The draft will be taking place on Labor Day, Monday, September 3rd. There's no show for us that day. It's the first Monday in September. We don't have a time specifically yet, but we'll let you know in either next show or the one after. Again, the draft is Monday, September 3rd. Email your intent to highonsports@gmail.com. All right, we're getting out of here. It's time.
Wait, and I'll throw in an MSC Radio Network t-shirt.
An MSC
What?
Radio
And a
Network
t-shirt? Oh.
You cannot find
Oh,
a deal
boy.
like this out in the real world. Wow. T-shirt, case of cocaine, trophy, 5 minutes on air to gloat and break down your strategy. Email to highonsports@gmail.com that you want in. Only 4 spots remain at this time. 3 up, 3 down time.
And wait, we're not done.
Oh my God.
What? Oh, Jesus, there's more.
And I have a copy of your choice, PlayStation 3 or Xbox. The what's that game, Ralphie? The baseball game 2K.
Oh, MLB 2K12?
Yep, I have that.
And MLB 2K12.
Forget everybody, I'm winning.
Holy crap, people.
I'm winning.
All right, well, we got to get out of here.
You're not going to get to defend your crown anymore.
We got to get out of here.
I
It's
want
3
to
up.
see
What
baseball.
happens?
3 up, 3 down time. Down number 3, the Orlando Magic. Traded away Dwight Howard. Didn't get much for it. Down number 2, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Cut from LSU for violating team substance abuse policy.
But we'll be playing this year.
Really?
Yes, he will be playing this year for a Division II school.
That's true. If he chooses to transfer to a Division II school, there was talk that he might just
He's
sit
already
out the year.
visited 4 colleges.
Yeah, there's talk that he might have just sat out the year and gone back to LSU next year, but they said not happening. Down number 1, Chad Johnson, cut from the Dolphins after being arrested. Up number 3, Rory McIlroy won the PGA Championship by a record 8 strokes.
Oh, wow.
Up number 2, Michael Phelps. His Olympic career is over. Most medaled athlete ever, 18 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. And up number 1, the United States of America won the Olympics. Most gold with 46 and most total medals with 104.
We had the most silver too.
And bronze.
No, bronze. Russia snuck us out
And
at the
bronze!
end.
Stop it! All right, we got to get out of here. So for Chris, for Von Erich, for Ashley, I'm Ralphie saying good night, everybody. We will see you next week, same time, same place on MorningShowCentral.com.
Go America.